Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to the Lady Brook Gymnasium here on the combined campus of St. Thomas University and the University of New Brunswick. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching ACAA.tv and Tommy's TV on YouTube. Back in October, the women's basketball season started here. That was Mount Allison and St. Thomas locked in an overtime battle in that one, won by the Tommies. Tommies will have a chance to close out the season with a victory against the visiting Holland College Hurricanes in this one. Yes, the last game on the regular season docket for the ACAA happens right here at the LB Gym coming up in about 2 minutes. It is the Hurricanes, who are currently tied for third with the Mount Allison Mounties in the conference with a 7-4 record. Mount Allison, by virtue of the victory on Thursday in Charlottetown over the Hurricanes, would hold the tiebreaker. However, a Hurricanes win and this one can put them into third place. The Tommies right now come in 9-2, 18 points. They are tied for first with Mount St. Vincent University, and the Tommies hold the tiebreaker in that one. Tommies with a win can secure first alone, and that would ensure them home court advantage throughout their playoff life. They have already secured at least second, and that will mean a berth in the semifinals. They'll be hosting right here next Friday night in this gym. Check start times once we find out more about the schedule and opponent. So a Hurricanes win, they go to third, the Tommies would go to second. A Tommies win, they lock up first place in home court throughout the playoffs, and the Hurricanes drop to fourth. Elsewhere today in the ACAA, the other game already finished. UNBSJ at Crandall. It was Crandall a 20-point victory in that one. So Crandall, they will secure the number 6 seed. That means they will host UNBSJ in the 6-7 play-in game. That goes tomorrow at Crandall. So UNBSJ at Crandall. The winner of that play-in game will then get the team that finishes in third place. That would be Holland College with a victory, or if Holland College loses this one to St. Thomas, that would be Mount Allison. The other one of those teams would take on UKC. UKC team that has only played once since the return. So once since ending their season end of November, early December for the Christmas break, whenever their last game was. That was a game that was played right here at St. Thomas. COVID biting that program over the last couple of weeks and canceling a number of games, creating an imbalance of games played in the schedule. And of course, that provision was, I won't say expected, it was at least anticipated in the return to play, where it was stated very clearly that winning percentage, if there was an imbalance of games, would be used to determine seeds. Pick up the starters now for the Hurricanes. 5 is Ashley Plagenhoff. 7 is Lisa Bolander. 10 is Carla Benitez. 11 is Grace Bennett. And number 15 is Cassandra Little. Head coach of the Hurricanes is Chris Connolly, assisted by Danielle Roberts and Mike Connolly. Starters for head coach Fred Connors and the Tommies will be the 5 we've become familiar with here over the last part of this season. Number 6 is going to be Vanessa Sophie, a 5'4" guard, her third year right here out of Fredericton High School. Also out of Fredericton High School in her 5th year, playing her grad game today, 5'9" Madison Owens leads the Tommies in scoring, just over 15 points a game. Number 8 is going to be sister Emily Owens, in her third year, 5'7" guard out of Fredericton High School. Number 11, also playing a grad game here this afternoon, will be Mary Besselink, 5'10" wing out of Kingston. And a 5'11" forward out of Bernice McNaughton High School in Moncton, It's going to be Sam Storty, number 15. So we've explained the playoff implications, the standings, and had the starters. Next is O-Canada, and then we'll be just about set for tip. We're just about set to go. This final regular season game in the ACAA, and no matter the results and the way the standings break, this is a potential semi-final matchup, of course, assuming that Holland College would take care of business in the quarterfinal game that they will play on Wednesday. Have to think, based on the records and the, we'll say, tough luck for UKC in the COVID department, you have to anticipate that's likely the way things would go. Not that upsets can happen. Storty wins the tip over to Sophie. So this is a likely preview of a next Friday matchup. However, long way to go before we get there, and upsets can happen. Storty sinks from the baseline to open scoring. That's Bolander in the front court for Benitez. Benitez guarded by Besselink. She's going to drive paint. That's going to be a blocking foul on Sam Storty. Storty looked to have good position on that one, and Coach Connor says, how come that was not a charge? Storty's feet must have been moving. Officials into this one early. Misters Maxwell, Patterson, and Gallagher manning the whistles. Benitez on the line, shoots about 60%. Those points did not go up yet on the scoreboard. That's Emily Owens on the miss. Stu, athlete in the month for February. Been on fire from three-point land. She's going to square that one up and take it. That one looks better. No, that's way wide to the left. Tough angle for me on that one. Looked on the mark, but it was way left. Inside, that's Little on the miss. Sophie on the rebound. Tommy's pushed some pace. Taken away, though, by Benitez on the steal, and now it's Holland College turning it up court. Benitez goes at Sophie. Doesn't get the roll off the rim. Rebound fought for, and it is Maddie Owens who comes away, finds Vanessa Sophie. Sophie into the front court. Sophie stops. Back to Besselink. Hurricanes into a bit of a zone. Sophie on the shot. Bennett clears the board. Bennett leads the team with over 6.5 for the Hurricanes in the rebound department. Sophie looking for the steal. She'll pick up a foul. Tommy's second already here in the opening quarter. One on Storty, one on Sophie. By 5'9" Lisa Bolander will inbound. She's out of Sweden. Recruiting machine is strong for the Hurricanes. Hurricanes hit from deep, 5-2, Holland College. We've played just under 2 minutes. Besselink. That's too strong. Rebound for Little. That's Ashley Plagenhoff out of Stratford PEI for Bolender in the backcourt. Tommy's into his zone as well. Bennett, turnaround miss off the back rim, rebound Vanessa Sophie. Tommy's pushing for Besselink. Shot from the outside is missed by Storty. On the rebound, Emily Owens knocks it out. It will be Hurricanes ball. Pressure now from the Tommies. It is their trademark. Sophie on Plagenhoff. Little guarded by Besselink. Knocked away. Bennett outside for the cutting Bolender. Bolender a little off balance but makes it anyway. Nice shot there from Lisa Bolender. Sophie for Emily Owens. Shuffle of the feet, some subs coming in for the Tommies. 4 is Kylie Roy. 9 is Alyssa Jeffrey. Storty and Sophie will come to the bench. Benitez guarded by Jeffrey. Bolender, Plagenhoff. Looks inside for Bennett, tough catch. She makes that one. Jeffrey for Roy. Roy by Bolender. Outside Maddie Owens from 16 feet front rim. Rebound cleared away again by Bennett. Bolender for Benitez. Benitez ahead of the pack. Nice finish. Timeout Tommies as the Holland Hurricanes have raced out to an early 11-2 lead. Played 3.5 minutes here at the Lady Beaverbrook Gym. As has been the case all year, the Tommies dealing with a little bit of the injury bug. Of course, we know Celine Sturkel lost for the year after that pre-Christmas game at Mount A with a knee injury. Olena Ross out with a foot injury. And Abby Draper, also a scratch here this afternoon. Draper possibly back early next week, Coach Connors told me before the game. Previous action for these teams for St. Thomas was last weekend, February 26, at UNBSJ. They won by 30, 71-41. Sam Storty had 16 points, 4 rebounds. Maddie Owens, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Was Bailey Henderson with a 10.7 rebound game, leading the Seawolves, and Lexi Howryluck adding 9. For the Hurricanes, they're coming off a lopsided loss at home versus Mount A on Thursday. Lisa Bolender, the only Hurricane in double figures with 10 points and 3 rebounds. Grace Bennett, who leads the conference in field goal percentage, was only 3 for 11 and 7 points. She's already looking more polished than she did in that one. Hurricane shot only 22%. For the Mounties in that one, it was Tori Janes, maybe her best game as a Mount. He looked really strong going to that, 19 points. Nolan with 11 and Abby Miller with a game of 10 points, 8 rebounds. Sophie Trail adding 10. That avenged a loss. Mount A took it home February 25th against the Hurricanes. Besselink on the line, connects on them both. Cuts the lead. Some subs now for the Hurricanes. 9 and 12. 9 is Shalise Hollett, first year 5'8" guard out of Markham. And 12 is a 5'5" guard, Emily Nahili, out of Halifax. Plagenhoff guarded by Jeffrey. Cross court. Bolender. That's Hollett. Inside for Bennett. Bennett turns, makes that one. Not sure she even saw the rim when she let it go, but it goes down for Grace Bennett. Bennett, a transfer to the Hurricanes out of Memorial University in Newfoundland. Tommies miss, and that's going to be Hollett on the rebound. Takes it away from the Tommies. Hurricanes leading by 9 into the front court. Ashley Plagenhoff controls the ball. Inside for Bennett. Stripped away by Alyssa Jeffrey. Jeffrey on the dribble. Cross-court pass, nice look for Mary Besselink, but it's knocked out of bounds by the Hurricanes. Besselink will inbounds. Jeffrey drives to the top of the key. Pass to the corner and shot. That one's another miss. That was by Mary Besselink on that miss. Plagenhoff to the front court. Shot into the corner behind the backboard. Not sure who took that one. Looks like Nahili maybe. Besselink. Maddie Owens in the post. He's going to back in. Contact but no foul, and that's going to be have a whistle there. I'm not sure what the situation is. We seem to have a bunch of subs on both sides coming in here. Jeffrey on the miss, rebound to Bennett. That's Amy Plagenhoff, 6, who's just checked in. Lisa Bolander, 7. Bennett's 11 in the post. That's Nahili on the catch drive and off glass and rimmed out. Rebound to Emma Connors, who has just checked in for the first time. Sophie, who has checked back in, drives baseline. She is whacked by Grace Bennett. Sophie will go to the line to shoot 2. Opportune time. Talk about the last game here. STU and MSVU. What a battle that was in the fourth quarter between Vanessa Sophie and Kelsey Crocker. Crocker had, I think, 25 points total in the second half of 30 in the game. 13 of those in the fourth quarter. Sophie did one better, 14 in the fourth quarter. Both of those players put their teams on their backs. And it was Tommy's coming away with the victory in that one. Thanks in large part to Sophie from the free throw line in that quarter. I believe she was 10 of 10 in that fourth quarter. Shot put up and made by the Hurricanes. That's going to go as a 2. Stretch the lead back to 11. Tommy's with a tough time finding the bottom of the bucket here in the opening quarter. Sophie to the baseline. Driving is Jeffrey to the cutting Storty. Storty can't make the bunny. Fights for the rebound, taken away by Little. Now for Bolander into the front court. Bolander. Wide miss there was Benitez, but it's the Hurricanes controlling the board. Back outside for Bolander. Bolander spins from 15 and makes it. That's 3 or 4 times the Hurricanes have made that turnaround jumper. Connors puts up the long-range bomb, and it goes down only a 2. Foot on the line, says the official. Tommy's needed to see that, needed to see the ball go through the hoop. Cross court, Benitez. Inside for Little. Little is met by 2 Tommies, and taking away is Jeffrey. Jeffrey for Sophie. Sophie with the tough catch and spin. Sophie now goes by Little off the glass and gets it to roll over the rim. Vanessa Sophie, nice finish. Tommy's cut it under 10. Bolander on the travel. Ashley Plagenhoff will check back in, and Lisa Bolander will go to the bench. Bolander out of Uppsala, Sweden. Thanks for tuning in if you're watching from Sweden today. Timeout on the floor. It looks like Alyssa Jeffrey getting some help from the trainer of the Tommies. Not sure what the issue is there. And it is the Hurricanes leading the Tommies by a score of 17-8 here in the final regular season game in the ACAA women's basketball schedule. These teams met once before, back on November 20th at Holland College. Was the Hurricanes winning that one 76-60. For STU, led by Vanessa Sophie, 16 points, 4 rebounds. Maddie Owens, 9 points, 11 rebounds. No Sam Storty in that one. And Emily Owens coming off an injury. Tommies shot 30% from the field, but only 2 of 16 from three-point range. Bennett, no surprise, led the Hurricanes, 32 points, 8 rebounds. Lisa Bolander, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Hurricanes shot 43.5% from the field and made 5 of 21 three-point field goals. Tommy's inbound. Emily Owens on the cut, number 8, posts up. Laura Nance-Keeble, number 22, checked in for the Tommies. That's her with the ball at the top of the key. Emily Owens. Owens on the drive. Goes lefty off glass, no good. Nance-Keeble can't get the board. Benitez on the run. Was Nahili off Nahili, and that will stay Tommy's ball. Connors, Sophie, Owens, Nance-Keeble, and Storty, the personnel for the Tommies, and Sophie and Emily Owens. The malfunction at the junction on that pass. Turns it over to the Hurricanes. Benitez, Plagenhoff. Into the post for Little. Guarded by Nance-Keeble. Pass deflected, but then out off of the cutting Ashley Plagenhoff. Teams exchange turnovers. Sophie into the paint. Nance-Keeble on the outside. Sophie in the post. Dribbles, now kicks outside for Emily Owens. Emily Owens gets some space. Emma Connors. She's going to drive and pick up a traveling violation. Not sure how you can travel when you're dribbling the basketball, but something I didn't see there, obviously. Plagenhoff for Little, guarded by Nance-Keeble. Nahili. That's going to be a loose ball. Picked up by Little. It's going to be a foul on Emma Connors. No, it's going to go on Laura Nance-Keeble. That will be her first. Maddie Owens checks back in. Bolander and Hollett in for the Hurricanes. So for the Hurricanes, it's Bolander, Ashley Plagenhoff, Carla Benitez, Cassandra Little is number 15, and 12 is Nahili. Oh, it's not Hollett, not Nahili. Benitez, 2 on the shot clock. The Hurricanes get it off. That's missed. Rebound knocked long and picked up by the Hurricanes. Carla Benitez. Inside the post, Cassandra Little. Knocked away again, late in the shot clock again for the Hurricanes. Outside Bolander for 3. That's good. Hurricanes looking much sharper on the offensive end than they did Thursday against Mount A. Put up 20 here already in the first quarter. Down to about 30 seconds to go. Emma Connors is wide for STU. Benitez with some speed across half court. Sophie guarding her. Little on the cut. That's going to be another foul on the Tommies. That's going to be on Vanessa Sophie. That's going to be her second. That gets Alyssa Jeffrey quickly off the bench. Kylie Roy quickly off the bench. So whatever the attention from the trainer was for Roy, seems to be okay now. 20 seconds to go here, first quarter. There's been Hurricanes in control of this one. Cassandra Little rolls that in for the 14-point lead for Holland College. Maddie Owens. Emily Owens. That one is also off. Tommy's shooting terribly here in this opening quarter. That will end with the Holland Hurricanes 22, St. Thomas 8. Take about a 2-minute break. Be back with action from quarter 2. Welcome back to the Laterville Brook Gymnasium. On ACAA.TV and Tommy's TV coverage of the final regular season game here in ACAA women's basketball action. Visiting Holland College Hurricanes with a 22-8 lead over the host St. Thomas Tommies. Tommies with a win here can secure first throughout the playoffs, already have the bye to the semifinal next Friday. The Hurricanes with a win break the tie that they're in right now with Mount A, would take over third. They will be hosting a quarterfinal regardless of the outcome here. However, difference in 3-4 seeding for them and who they play in that quarterfinal matchup. Regardless of whether the Tommies win and they go 1 and Hurricanes 4, or the Hurricanes win and they go 2-3 Tommies and Hurricanes. This is a potential semifinal matchup. Again, assuming the Hurricanes would take care of business in the quarterfinal. 2 quick fouls picked up there by Kylie Roy. That second one seemed to be a bit of a phantom one for me. I believe the Holland College player lost the footing and went down. Seemed to be what I saw. Anyhow, Emma Connors on the rebound. Roy for Storty. Storty on the finish. That's what the Tommies are looking for to get back into this one. Now some pressure from St. Thomas. That's Bolander guarded by Roy. Inside. Banked up and in is Grace Bennett. That's too easy catch and a 5-foot jumper off the glass for Grace Bennett. Position like that, no wonder she shoots nearly 55% from the field, leading the conference. Inside, Roy. The cutting Emily Owens might have got away with a foot shuffle, but passed it in time. Back outside. Now that's Owens on the baseline. Drives again. Gets the shot up off rim. Bennett. Hand on the rebound. Ends in the hands of Ashley Plagenhoff. Plagenhoff will dribble it up. Tommies are looking for some defensive stops in this one. Benitez in the post. Loses the handle. It's going to be off of Benitez, Tommy's ball. Checking in now will be Alyssa Jeffrey, number 9. She'll come in for Kylie Roy. Kiana Davies, first-year guard out of Dartmouth. Nova Scotia checks in for the Hurricanes. Carla Benitez to the bench. Benitez with the Hurricanes by way of UPI and out of Ecuador. Connors, Storty. Back for Connors. Force that one into the post, but they're going to pick up a foul. That's going to go on Ashley Plagenhoff. Connors will come out. Mary Besselink will check back in. Besselink on the catch. Storty. Storty on the dribble against Bennett. Outside. Jeffrey open, but misses. Rebound for number 3, Danielle McKinnon. Bennett. Plagenhoff, Bennett. Bennett from 18 feet. Bennett is good again. Storty looks to answer at the other end. Front rim, rebound to Bennett. Nicely defended inside by Jeffrey. Tommy's come away with that. Besselink from 18 feet. Makes the jump shot. Hurricanes plus 14. Kiana Davies. For Grace Bennett, that's going to be an offensive foul. Good charge taken by Sam Storty. Bennett with a little side smile at Storty on that one. And it'll be Storty coming out. Laura Nance-Keeble will check in. Grace Bennett will go to the bench. Carla Benitez in, as well as Cassandra Little for the Hurricanes. So 2 is Davies, 5 is Plagenhoff, 15 Little, Lisa Bolander, and Carla Benitez on the court for the Hurricanes. Jeffrey. That's Besselink, who goes cross court to Emily Owens. Owens on the drive, her man falls, or her defender falls. And Owens puts it in for 2. Little takes the 18-footer over Nance-Keeble. Tommy's taken away, but it's taken right back by Carla Benitez. Benitez for Plagenhoff. Taken away by Maddie Owens. Tommy's can have numbers here. Emily Owens looking for Mary Besselink. Bit of a forced pass there for the Tommies. Numbers and didn't get a good shot out of that one. Off the bench for the Tommies, number 5, Kate Ross. First year to Hamilton, Ontario and Lincoln Prep Academy. And checking in for the Hurricanes is number 9, Shalise Hollett. That's Hollett with the ball into the front court. Bolander uses the screen. Ends up guarded by Nance-Keeble, who forces the travel on Bolander. It's tough for me to see. I couldn't see the feet on that one. Bolander doesn't think she traveled. Wasn't obvious to me up here either. However, the official, right on top of things, says no, that's too many steps. Besselink. Maddie Owens. Outside for Besselink. 7 on the shot clock now for St. Thomas. Emily Owens is going to put up the 3. That one is off the rim and rebounded by Benitez. Tommies have not shot well here in this game. Tommies will maintain possession. Amy Plagenhoff in and going to the bench. And what looks like a little bit of pain, Kiana Davies. Davies and the trainer walk to the end of the bench. We'll take a look at that situation, see if she's able to come back into this one. Tough finish for Mary Besselink. Gets the spinner to go on the baseline. Tommies now back within 10. Nicely defended by Emily Owens. Bolander for Benitez. Back to Bolander. That's Plagenhoff on the drive. It's either going to be a foul or a travel, and then we're going to go with a foul. It's going to go on Emily Owens. Her first. Tommy's third here of the second quarter. Inside, Benitez on Nanskeevil. Late whistle, foul called on Nanskeevil. Saw this here a couple weekends ago from official Maxwell. Tends to let the play finish and then blows it dead. Has me confused a lot of the time because I'm looking for the next play already. Coach Connor is explaining to the official that, hey, my player was straight up. They went into us, not us into them. Hurricanes by 11. Veselink from the baseline. That rims out. Nanskeevil on the offensive glass, but it's taken away by Bolander. And we're going to have a foul. It's going to be on Little. It's going to be Little's second. Kate Ross will inbound. Ross had an injury scare herself before Christmas with the knee. Now see that with the tensor wrap. Veselink on the take, wrong-handed off glass, it rims out. Nice take from Mary Veselink. I can't get it to go down. Bolander, Benitez. Look for the little screen out for Bolander for the open three. Front rim, that's going to go out of bounds. Tommy's ball. Chance to cut the lead to single digits to score on this trip. Emily Owens inside Kate Ross. Ross works in the post, loses the handle, kicks it out. Maddie Owens for three. Rebound to Hollett and Bolander. Hollett slow to get up, but she's okay. Plagenhoff misses the three. Rebound Nanskeevil. Ross for Veselink. Maddie Owens in the post. Guarded by Benitez. Knocked away by Benitez. Veselink for Owens. Owens spins back outside Nanskeevil. Now 5 to shoot. Nanskeevil from 16 feet. No good. Gets her own rebound and finishes off glass. Good follow by Laura Nanskeevil, the rookie out of Heartland High. And it's timeout Hurricanes, as the Tommies have now cut the lead to single digits. A little bit better field goal shooting for the Tommies, and it could be even closer. Reminder, coming up after this one, it's another battle for first place. Top two teams in the conference, the Holland Hurricanes and St. Thomas Tommies men, will square off. Both of those teams are locked into semifinals already. First round bye. Tommies need to win by 14 or more on the men's side to take over first place and guarantee home court throughout the playoffs. Of course, the Tommy women looking for the same thing with a victory here today. Right now trailing by 9. They would secure home court throughout their playoff life and have also already secured a bye through the quarters to the semifinals next Friday. .350 to go in the quarter. Hurricanes will inbound in their backcourt. Will be Benitez with Ashley Plagenhoff, Shalise Hollett, Cassandra Little, and Lisa Bolander for Holland. That's Bolander on the baseline. Plagenhoff deflected out by a Tommy. for Coach Connor's Tommies, it's Besselink, Storty, Jeffrey, Nance Keeble, and Maddie Owens. Coach Connor's going big here against the Hurricanes. Little deflected by Besselink. Picked up though by Benitez. Benitez on the dribble. One to shoot, not going to get it off. Nice little move by Benitez at the end, but too late after the shot clock. Good D from the Tommies. Maddie Owens wide open underneath. Storty for Jeffrey. Besselink. Now it is Storty underneath. Nice look from Mary Besselink. Storty finishes 7-point game. Tommy's really playing without what I would say a traditional point guard. Getting to the rim and finishing is Shalise Hollett. Nice take there for Hollett. Nance Keeble for Besselink. Maddie Owens. Shot from the outside is missed, but rebound is Maddie Owens. Jump ball possession is with the Holland Hurricanes. Ashley Plagenhoff, guarded by Alyssa Jeffrey. Tommy's into his zone. That's Hollett. Round top, Bolander on the drive. Might have traveled on that one, but gets in pass. Shot clock violation again. That's a couple trips in a row for the Hurricanes, or 2 out of 3 trips at least for Holland College. Emily Owens is up off the bench. That will be Laura Nance Keeble. Emma Connors also off the bench for Maddie Owens. So Jeffrey, Besselink, Connors, Maddie Owens, and Sam Storty, the personnel for STU. Storty low post, double teamed, kicks it out. Besselink back for Storty. Storty's good inside position again. Good finish for Sam Storty. Storty's having a good second quarter here. So Tommy's look to crawl back into this one against the Hurricanes. Hollett. Bolander, guarded by Storty. Baseline, and that's going to be another walk on Bolander. Bolander doesn't like that call. She says how. That one was a little more obvious to me, the extra step. I didn't see the first one that was called the other way, but that one looked a little more travel-ish to me. Owens in the paint. She goes off glass for 2. And suddenly we're in a 5-point game. What was once 14 is now 5. The Tommies come storming back here in quarter 2. 1.5 minutes to play. Around the outside go the Hurricanes. Paulette drives again. She's going to get a foul from Alyssa Jeffrey. Paulette will go to the line. She's a 77% free throw shooter. Jeffrey's first. Tommy's over the limit. So it will be bonus now for the Hurricanes the rest of the quarter. Minute 19. Kate Ross set to check in for Stu. Hollett makes both. And Amy Plagenhoff comes in for Shalise Hollett on the Hurricane side. And it is Ross for Jeffrey. Besselink and Ross with Connors, Emily Owens, and Sam Storty. Storty's got baseline again. Good take by Sam Storty, but nice block by Cassandra Little. Loose ball picked up by Lisa Bolander. Bolander on Connors, now on Kate Ross. Good defense by Kate Ross. Taken away by Emily Owens into the front court. Storty. Tommies will look now to set it up and run some offense. Kate Ross. Storty on the cut. Ross drives baseline, loses the handle, but picks up a foul on the Hurricanes. It's going to go on Ashley Plagenhoff. And that will be the 5th team foul. on Holland College this quarter. Coach Connors calls timeout. Team now trailing by 7. Late in the first half. It was plus 14 Holland College after the first quarter, 22-8. Tommies have shaved that deficit in half. A little better looking offensive execution and some shot making in this quarter. Largely happening with Sophie on the bench, who picked up her second foul. For the Hurricanes, it's been Grace Bennett. They've been doing a lot of damage in this one, both on the boards and on the score sheet. Hurricanes break the huddle. We'll have Little, Bolander, a double dose of Plagenhoff, and Carla Benitez. For the Tommies, Ross, Besselink, Owens, Storty, and Connors. Tough inbound play there. It is Storty on the catch for Emily Owens. Now on the baseline, Besselink from 15. That rims out, but it's Storty on the board and finish. Sam Storty having a great quarter here for STU. 5-point game. Down to 35 seconds to go in the opening half. Benitez to the corner. On the drive is Plagenhoff outside for sister Plagenhoff. Knocked away by Mary Besselink. Tommies get the turnover. Don't have to play for the last shot, but they can take it almost to the end. Fractions of a second. Emily Owens for 3. That rimmed out. That'd have been a big make for Emily Owens and the Tommies. Now Bolander into the front court. The Hurricanes can play for the last shot. Plagenhoff makes the 3. What a swing that is. 6-point swing from the rim out three-pointer to the made three-pointer. 1.6 seconds. Besselink gets it off, but it'll be no good. Big 6-point swing. To end the quarter, it could have been 2. Instead, it is 8. We go to the halftime break with the Holland Hurricanes 34, the St. Thomas Tommies 26. Take about 15 minutes and be back with action from the second half. Fans, welcome back to the Ladyview Brook Gymnasium here at the foot of the campus of St. Thomas and University of New Brunswick. The final ACAA women's regular season game on the league schedule. We're at halftime. St. Thomas Tommies host, trailing the visiting Holland Hurricanes 34-26. Big swing of momentum right at the end of the half. Tommies missed a three, and at the other end, Holland College made the three. So that could have been a 2-point versus 8-point lead at the half. Story in this one, looking at the stats, large part of it told by shooting percentage. Holland College shot 60% in the first quarter, 40 in the second, for a game total of 52. For the Tommies, they shot a putrid 17% in the first quarter, a much better 43 in quarter number two, for a game total of 32. Tommies yet to make a three-pointer, 0 for 8. Well, the Hurricanes, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. Free throws, 5 of 6 for the Hurricanes, only 2 of 4 for St. Thomas. So the Tommies not getting to the line. The Hurricanes also controlling the boards, 19-11 in terms of the rebounding margin. For the Hurricanes, Lisa Bolander put together a heck of a stat line in the first half. 5 rebounds, 7 points, 7 assists, but throw in 6 turnovers in 16 minutes of action. Grace Bennett, 6 points in a fairly balanced otherwise attack for the Hurricanes. For the Tommies, game-leading scorer Sam Storty has 10 to go along with 2 boards. No Tommy. Well, Maddie Owens has 3 rebounds and no points. Owens is the leading scorer for the Tommies. Surprising to see no points in the first half for her. Vanessa Sophie, who picked up 2 fouls, will start the second half for the Tommies. She'll be joined by Bessa Lake, Emily Owens, Sam Storty, and Maddie Owens. So the game starters back on for the Tommies here to start half number 2. For the Hurricanes, it looks the same way. We are going to have Bolander, Benitez, Little, Bennett, and Ashley Plagenhoff on the court for the Hurricanes. That's Besselink, the outside. Sophie looking to break that Tommy's drought on from three-point land. Can't do it. And on the rebound is Cassandra Little. Plagenhoff, Bolander. Bennett looking inside, taken away by Mary Besselink. Besselink finds Maddie Owens, and Vanessa Sophie will push to the front court. Hurricanes have played zone most of the game against this Tommy team. Besselink kicks baseline. Emily Owens. Back baseline again. Storty puts it up off the side of the backboard. Maddie Owens can't get the finish, and it's the Hurricanes on the defensive boards. Plagenhoff outlets to Bolander. Bolander in the front court. Plagenhoff for Bennett, knocked away by Sophie. Good play there by Vanessa Sophie. Storty knocked away again, but Storty picks it up. 15 on the shot clock. Tommy's run some offense. Besselink rims out a 3. That's been 3 or 4 that have rimmed out for the Tommies. Played a minute 20 in half number 2, and no one has been able to tickle the twine yet. Maddie Owens continues that streak. Emily Owens on the offensive glass draws a foul on the putback. That will go on Ashley Plagenhoff, number 5. Off the bench now will be Shalise Hollett, who will check in for the Hurricanes. Hollett out of Markham, Ontario. Emily Owens to the line, where she shoots it at about an 80% clip, and this is sure to be a jinx. Oh, she makes the first. And the second. Tommy's coming with some full court man pressure, or person-to-person pressure, if you will. Tough catch inside for Grace Bennett through the hands of a couple Tommies. Finishes on the lay-in, does Bennett. Outside for Maddie Owens. Vanessa Sophie. Sophie on the tough take. Gets it to go off the glass. Tommy's within 6. Bennett spins. That one rimmed out. Maybe the rim at that end's a little tight. Tommy's had trouble in the first half. Emily Owens, double teamed. Needs some help. Picked up by Bolander. Owens looking to steal it right back. Nice defense by Sophie, but even nicer move by Benitez to go around up and under. Tommy turnover resulted in points at the other end for the Hurricanes. Storty. Sophie. Storty from 18 feet. That one's good. Tommies need to find an outside shooting threat, open up that middle, extend that zone out a little farther for the Hurricanes. Benitez on the drive. Storty picks up the change inside. Sophie for Owens. Storty on the catch. Storty puts it up. No good. Rebound to Little. Little finds Hollett. Big defensive stop here needed for the Tommies. So within 6. That's Bennett. She's going to take the long one, partially blocked by Sam Storty. Maybe she was changing that shot to a pass partway through. Out of bounds off the Hurricanes. Kylie Roy and Alyssa Jeffrey in. Benitez out. Amy Plagenhoff in for the Canes. Canes setting that zone high with Bennett. Extended out to 15 feet. Vasilek on the baseline for the cutting Roy. It's going to be a foul on Grace Bennett. It's going to be a blocking foul. That will send Roy to the line. Made about 2 out of 3. On average, about 66-67% is Roy from the line on the year. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Grace Bennett. Significant pickup there from the Tommy sideline to get Bennett back on the bench. Checking in Emily Nahili, number 12. Kylie Roy out of St. Malachy's UPI. And out of St. John. Violation on the Tommies on the free throw. That's violation on the Hurricanes on the free throw. Free throw was good. We're now in a 5-point game. Bolander. She's clean on the jump shot. Connors. Maddie Owens. Emma Connors for 3. Connors has that one off the front rim. Vasilek looks for the rebound, but it is Cassandra Little who picks that one up. It's going to be red ball, deflected out off the Tommies. Hard going to the floor there was Amy Plagenhoff. Bolander were inbound. Bolander for Hollett. 7 on the shot clock, taken away by Kylie Roy. Roy, all by herself. Draws the foul on the charging Shalish Hollett. Roy will go to the line again, chance to cut into the lead. Already the 3rd team foul on the Hurricanes. Roy to the line. Good on the first. A make here, cuts it to 5. Roy clean on the second. Hurricanes pick it up in the backcourt. That's trouble. Now Bolander guarded by Roy. Owens look for the pickoff on Little. And now the Hurricanes get it back in the hands of Lisa Bolander and will set up some offense. Tommies with some defensive pressure here seem to be bothering the Hurricanes. Late in the shot clock again. Bolander gets it off. Nice looking jump shot from Lisa Bolander. The turnaround J. It's about 3 or 4 times she's done that this game, late in shot clocks. On the drive, it's Basilek. No foul call, but saved. Coming out of the pack with it, though, is Bolander. Ahead for Nahili. Nahili stopped by 3 Tommies. Back outside. The outside shot, Plagenhoff. Rebound to Maddie Owens. Jeffrey for Roy. Connors up top. Maddie Owens. Tough catch on the cut by Roy. Travel called by the official. Coach Connors is asking the official, how in heck is that a travel? Ball back to the Hurricanes. Where it is Shalise Hollett. Driving, kicking corner. Plagenhoff uses the arm to clear space. That could be a clear out on Plagenhoff, but no, it's going to be a foul on the Tommies. It's going to go on Alyssa Jeffrey. It's going to be her second. Benitez with a tricky dribble, finds space, makes 2 from 15. Hurricanes have pushed it back to 11. The Tommies had cut it down to 5 or 6. Storty on the drive. Emma Connors. Tommies have been ice cold from outside. The trend continues. Bolander. Unable to finish, but we're going to have an offensive rebounding foul. It's going to go on Carla Benitez. Benitez can't believe it. She thought she was going to get the foul on the putback. She chased after that rebound. Sophie back in for the Tommies. Sophie, Jeffrey, Connors, Emily Owens, and Sam Storty, who has the ball now for STU. Sophie's drive, she's going to pick up a foul. That will also go on Benitez. That will be Benitez's second. To send Sophie to the line. Saw in that Mount St. Vincent game here a couple weeks ago, Sophie just put this team on her back. Carried them to that victory. Performance from the charity stripe, a big part of that action. Sophie 1 of 2, but with the takeaway. Off of Vanessa Sophie. Ashley Plagenhoff and Shalise Hollett check back in. Nahili and Bolander to the bench. That could have been a travel there on the Hurricanes. Instead, it's Little with the wide open rebound. Fouled by Sophie. That's going to be Sophie's third. Coach Connors with the warning there from the officials. Looking for the travel on that call. Chris Connolly now in the official's ear saying, make sure I get one of those warnings if I say something too, please. Little shoots 65% from the line, missed the first. Makes the second. Basilek set to check in. It'll be Basilek for Jeffrey. Sophie with 3 fouls is going to stay in this one and bring it up. Emily Owens gets right in and can't make the lay-in. Hurricanes inbound in the backcourt. Benitez. It's going to be a rebounding foul. It's going to go on Emma Connors on the rebound. Tommy's third of the quarter. Inside Little on the catch. Can't get it over the rim. Basilek on the rebound for Sophie. Sophie for Basilek. Vanessa Sophie. She's going to go into the paint for Sam Storty, and Storty's going to finish from the far side. Storty, a good game here for the Tommies, following up the great game she had against the Seawolves in St. John last weekend. Hurricanes from the outside, that's no good. Little on the rebound, knocks it out. Maddie Owens checks in for Emma Connors. Starters on the floor now for the Tommies. Double Owens, Sophie, Basilek, and Storty. That is Storty from 3. No good. Tracks down the rebound but can't quite get there in time. Tommies remain over from the beyond the arc. Benitez out for Plagenhoff. Plagenhoff power steps through. Rebound. Foul is going to go. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul on the rebound. It's going to go on Amy Plagenhoff, number 6. It'll send Mary Basilek to the line. Basilek, one of the seniors for the Tommies, along with Maddie Owens. Basilek out of Kingston, Ontario. Shout out to the folks watching from Ontario here this afternoon. Basilek, very good free throw shooter. Makes them both. 88% on the year coming into this one. No surprise she makes 2. Lisa Bolender will check in for Amy Plagenhoff. And now it's a 5-point game. 1:16 to go. The Tommies have been here before, haven't been able to cut it closer. Those 2 free ones. And now it's Sophie for Owens. Storty. Storty from 15. Front rim. Rebound to Ashley Plagenhoff. Outlet pass for Bolender. Bolender's dangerous. Back for Benitez. Benitez on Storty. Back for Bolender. She sees up from 3. And she drains it. Lisa Bolender having a great game here for the Hurricanes. Every time the Tommies get close, the Hurricanes make a big bucket. Sophie tried to force one as Bolender out of the pack with it. Far side, Carla Benitez. Benitez with the up and under move. Quick 5-0 run for the Hurricanes. What was 5 is now 10. Owen squares up. Basilek is going to drive. and get called for the offensive foul will be Mary Besselink. Carla Benitez takes the charge on Besselink. .6, and the Hurricanes can score again here. Bollander's looking for three. Rebound, Tommies. 1.6 on the clock, Sophie's not going to get one off. So the Hurricanes tack two more on to a 8-point halftime lead, make it 10, 50-40. Holland College. Tommies remain ice cold from deep. And Hurricanes, every time the Tommies get close, find a way to score. Reminder, what's on the line in this one? Tommies, if they win, it's first place in the conference for the regular season and guaranteed home court throughout their life in the playoffs. They are already guaranteed a bye to the semifinal on Friday. Guaranteed the 2 seed at least, can be the 1. That will matter if they make it to the final. They have to go at MSVU, of course, assuming the seedings would hold. Lots of teams have a lot to say about that. They are playing. They're most likely, again, assuming the seedings hold and there are no upsets in the quarters, opponent, regardless whether they win or they lose, in the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes, with a win, would jump up to third ahead of Mount A. With a loss, they would drop down to fourth. Third place team will play the winner of UMBSJ, who plays the play-in game at Crandall tomorrow. And the fourth place finisher gets UKC. So as things are right now, it will be the Hurricanes hosting the winner of the play-in game, and the Mount Allison Mounties hosting UKC. That's if this score holds up. 10 to play and a 10-point lead. Tommies have not shot well. Hurricanes have had an answer for every run the Tommies have made. Nonetheless, we're set up for a great quarter number 4. I'm going to take just a very short break, and I'll be back at the start of the action. Set to go for quarter 4 action. It'll be Hurricanes ball to start the quarter. For the Hurricanes, it will be Bollander, Ashley Plagenhoff, Carla Benitez, Grace Bennett. And here in this corner, that's Shalise Hollett on the drive. And that's going to be a blocking foul on Sam Storty. Tommy's bench can't believe it. Neither can most of the crowd. Referee Gallagher says block. Most everyone else in attendance thought that was going to be a charge. Coach Connors is in disbelief. Foul goes on Storty. Inside, that's Bennett. And Storty in the collision again. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Grace Bennett. That's going to be her 4th foul. Now it's Coach Conley who says, how was that an offensive foul when the last one wasn't? That's going to get Cassandra Little off the bench. Let's see if the Tommies go right at Bennett, try to draw foul number 5. That could be a big foul. It is Storty and Bennett on the far side. Owens, Sophie. Owens for Storty. Storty off glass for 2. Bennett directs some traffic, uses the screen for now Benitez. Now Plagenhoff inside for Bennett. Bennett again pushes her way through. This time scores off the dribble. Inadvertent horn from the bench. Sophie outside. Maddie Owens for three. Tommies again can't buy one from behind the arc. Bolander guarded by Sophie. Bennett cuts, fronted now by Storty. Little push off by Bennett underneath. Paulette drives paint. Rims out, rebound Sam Storty. She finds Vanessa Sophie. Sophie on the drive for Storty. That's a three-pointer. Again, it doesn't go for the Tommies. Rebound Hurricanes. Plagenhoff gets way deep, taken away by Sophie. Nearly tackled there by Grace Bennett, but no foul call. Sophie was looking for the foul there on Bennett. Says, why was that not a foul? All that body contact. Referees say play on, loose ball. And it's two Hurricanes down on the far side. And now a trainer out. That's Ashley Plagenhoff, who's worried about a teammate. Looks like Shalise Hollett, number 9. Can't quite see the number. But it is now the Hurricane trainer over to the far side. After that collision, 10-point game. Each team scored 2 here to open this quarter. Reminder coming up after this one, same two schools in men's action. They are the top 2 schools in the conference. And both ranked, as are teams in this one. Tommies ranked 5th in the country. Holland College Hurricanes 15th. And on the verge of a bit of an upset here. Jammed right in the middle at number 9 is Mount St. Vincent. Mount St. Vincent, have to think they're pulling for a Hurricanes victory in this one. They would give them top spot in the conference throughout their playoff lives. And that will be a potential home court in the final. Again, should they make it there through their semifinal matchup. A lot to be had here if you look at the top 4 teams in this conference, not to discount 5 through 7. Mount A playing well. Holland College here giving the Tommies more than they can handle so far today. We saw MSVU here a few weeks ago. What a barn burner that was in an instant classic game. Crocker and Sophie with the duel in the fourth quarter. Look at those top 4 teams and you throw them on the board. And you could draw any name out of a hat. And you could justify that being the winner here in the Atlantic Conference as we go through the playoffs. Owens on the miss. Sophie rips the rebound away. Tommy's on the offensive glass. Besselink for Sophie. Does Sophie have more fourth quarter dramatics in this one? Blocked by Bolander. Out of bounds off Bolander. 4 on the shot clock for the Tommies. 4 on the shot clock. Out of the box. It's a catch for Maddie Owens. Owens gets one off glass, beats the shot clock. Rebound goes to Benitez. Ashley Plagenhoff. Danielle McKinnon, number 3 on the miss. Rebound Bolander and Sophie tie up. Possession arrow goes in favor of Holland College. Roy and Jeffrey for the Owenses. And it is number 9, Shalise Hollett. Back into this one. Good to see. Whatever that last injury was, not serious. Hurricanes for 3, miss, rebound Storty. Storty. That's Roy. She's going to drive in, finish baseline. Nice move by Kylie Roy. Now hard pressure from Roy. Tommy's looking for a turnover. Dribbling it through is Hollett. Hollett, Besselink from behind gets the steal. Now we're going to have a jump ball. This one will go to St. Thomas. Good hustle by Mary Besselink and good tie up by Lisa Bolander. 8-point game, 6:50 to go, quarter number 4. Final game on the ACAA women's regular season schedule. With seedings on the line, that's going to be a foul on Little on the cutting Storty. Nice catch by Storty. She's had some nice finishes inside in this one. Jeffrey, Sophie. Storty, Basilink. Storty on the cut, 3 to shoot. Got to get one up is Jeffrey. She beats the shot clock, but it won't go in. Rebound to Danielle McKinnon. That's Hollett, and now Bolander brings it across half. Bolander guarded by Storty. For McKinnon, Bolander. Bolander on the spin, now guarded by Besselink. 4 to shoot. Nice cut by Cassandra Little and great feed from Lisa Bolander. Pushes it back to 10 again for the Hurricanes. They've had an answer for every Tommy's run. Roy drived and fouled from behind on Bolander. Nice up and under move for Kylie Roy. Laura Nance-Keeble checks in for Sam Storty. Kylie Roy will go to the line. Back rim on the first free throw. Front rim on the first one, but it's Besselink on the offensive boards. Knocks it out off the foot of Cassandra Little. Tommy's from the stack. Pass inside for Nance-Keeble. Nance-Keeble goes off glass, but it's rebound Little. Paulette. Plagenhoff. Plagenhoff on the miss. That's going to be another over-the-back rebound on Carla Benitez. That's 2 in that same style for Benitez. Good box-out position for Vanessa Sophie. It's going to be the third foul on Benitez. Timeout Tommy's. In what has been a low-scoring fourth quarter so far, each team with only 4 points. The 10-point Hurricanes lead has stayed at 10. So if you're a Hurricanes fan, you know you are hosting a quarterfinal matchup at the MCCE Prince of Wales campus on Wednesday. If this holds up, the opponent will be the winner of the play-in game between Crandall and UNBSJ. That goes tomorrow at Crandall. If you're an ACA fan in the Moncton area, get out and see that one. You'll watch right here on ACA.TV. Sure, Mr. Tingley will have the call on that one from Crandall. Tommies, they get a bye through the quarters to the semifinals. They'll be hosting here next Friday. Opponent to be determined. The winners of those semis will go on to the final on Sunday, hosted by the highest remaining seed. And the other two teams we have not talked about, Mount A would host UKC again if this score holds up. That would also be the Wednesday quarterfinal. Tough road for UKC, a lot of talent on that team. Tough to see them play only one game since the Christmas break, as COVID has been a major factor for them. Shot clock violation on the Tommies, good defense by the Hurricanes. Not counting them out by any means, but that's a tough road to hoe, and you've gone through a big batch of COVID heading into the playoffs and only played once having to go into either Mount A or Holland College and come away with a victory. Certainly not impossible. Would have to think that's an uphill battle for Coach Regan and his UKC troops. Inside, Little on the turnaround jumper. Rebound goes tied up, actually. Sophie and Holland. 4:37 to go, quarter number 4. Hurricanes inbound, Bolander. That's Little on the move off the glass. Gets it to go over Nanskivel. And now it's Hurricanes by 12 again. They've controlled this one right from quarter number 1. Have the Holland Hurricanes. Much different looking team than the one I watched play Mount A on Thursday evening. Mount A executed extremely well in that one. Janes and Miller, along with Reese Nowlin, leading that Mountie attack. Trail also added 10, I believe, in that one. The Hurricanes look much different here. The way they've executed against St. Thomas have been, I would say, pretty much in control. Tommies have cut it to 5 or 6 multiple times, but it's also resulted in a Hurricanes run. Roy on the drive, looked inside for Nanskivel, and again it's well defended by the Hurricanes. Storty and Maddie Owens check back in. Not the type of game Maddie Owens would like to go out on. It was her last regular season game here as a Tommy, the 5th-year Owens. Want to say education student is Maddie Owens. That's one of the things we often forget. Here is these are student athletes first. Number of academic All-Canadians on the Tommies. Besselink, Abby Draper, and Maddie Owens, along with Vanessa Sophie and Celine Sturkle. Active Tommies who are CCA National Scholars. Congratulations, ladies. Let's hope we can add another year on those this year with a great academic performance. Roy beats the buzzer, but can't get it to drop. Hurricanes by 12. A loss here, and it would be the Tommies' first defeat on home court in the regular season here. They weren't clean through preseason at the Ken Gould. Defeated by that strong team out of Quebec that came through here. Bennett on the turnaround, short on that one. 3 to play, the Tommies down 12. Push to the front court. Kylie Roy gets her own rebound. Outside for Vanessa Sophie. Sophie on the drive. Storty on the finish. Nice play from Vanessa Sophie to Sam Storty. Tommies are not coming with what I would expect would have been full court pressure. And this one, now Coach Connor says, why aren't you up here? Let's go. Go get it. We've only got 2 to play. We want this one. Only down by 10. Not giving up yet. Besselink maybe a little push out of bounds there on Hollett. Benitez is going to put up the 2-pointer. Bolander goes down, and it's Jeffrey away with the board. Roy away with the board. Sophie looking inside for Storty, knocked away by Benitez. Grace Bennett picks it up. A bucket here will go a long way to sealing this one for the Hurricanes. Still 2 to play, long way to go. That is Bennett taken away by Owens. Tommies have life. Nice finish by Kylie Roy and the beautiful pass from Vanessa Sophie. And it is timeout Hurricanes as the Tommies show some late life in a game they've trailed pretty much from the get-go. Absolutely abysmal shooting for the Tommies from long range. Don't believe they've made a 3-pointer yet. Something like 0 of 13 or 0 of 8 at the half. I don't believe they've made one here in the second half. No live stats, so I'm not entirely positive of that. But to be within 8 of this Hurricanes team when you've shot atrociously, about 2 to go, still alive with a chance are the Tommies. The Hurricanes, of course, want this one. One, to send a message to the Tommies, hey, we beat you twice. You could be our semifinal opponent. Tough thing to do to beat a team 3 times in one season. Could be what the Hurricanes are looking at if they end up back here against the Tommies on Friday. Of course, they will have some quarterfinal business to take care of. Speaking of this Hurricanes team, last team I've actually seen this year were the Hurricanes. Asked some visiting coaches, some other folks who'd seen the Hurricanes previously, said they can be really good, as they've been here this afternoon, or they can be entirely beatable, as they were Thursday against the Mount Allison Mounties at home. Don't want to entirely say they're a Jekyll and Hyde team, because they've been certainly more good than they've been bad. And scary matchup in the playoffs, regardless, the way they've played here. Given the Tommies fits, of course, the Tommies have a tough time buying buckets. Packing the glass is Bennett, but it is Matty Owens coming away with the rebound. Minute 34 to play. Tommies could use a 1 from 3. Emily Owens. That one doesn't drop. Storty can't get the rebound to go, and it's taken away by the Hurricanes. That pretty much does it, I think, for St. Thomas. 1:18 to play. They needed points on that trip. The Hurricanes now are just going to play some offense, keep it on the outside, get deeper into the shot clock. Little taken away by Emily Owens for Vanessa Sophie. Sophie goes off glass and it doesn't go. No foul call. Rebound Hurricanes. Under a minute to play. Hurricanes by 8. Bolander inside for Bennett. Bennett shoots that one over the extended arms of Sam Storty, and it's a 10-point game. Bennett out, Benitez in. Timeout, Coach Connors, with 46 seconds to go, trailing by 10. This looks like it's going to be a fresh 5 substitution for Coach Connors by who he's sitting down on the bench. Looks like it will be Roy, Ross, Emma Connors, Alyssa Jeffrey, and Laura Nanskiebel. They are the 5 getting the instruction from Coach Connors, not the 5 that were on the floor. And for the Hurricanes, feeling pretty confident in this one and looking like they'll take third. That would, as mentioned, giving the matchup against the winner of Crandall and UNB-SJ. Crandall defeated SJ by 20 at Crandall today. They'll look to beat them on back-to-back days to advance to the quarterfinals. St. Thomas would be the 2 seed, advancing to Friday's semifinal, which they will host here. And it will give the Mount St. Vincent University Mystics top seed. Shore coach forward. And the Mystics happy of that one, that they would get to host potential championship game at home if they can take care of business in their own semi. Taken away by Bolander. The Hurricanes are going to take this game. Inside, Benitez, guarded by Connors. Content to run clock are the Hurricanes. 4 to shoot. Put up and missed. Rebound Laura Nanskiebel. For Kate Ross. Kylie Roy. Roy on the drive, inside looking for Jeffrey, taken away by the Hurricanes. Under 10 seconds to go. It's going to be a 10-point win for the Holland Hurricanes. It's going to go in the books 58-48. And the Holland Hurricanes secure third place in the ACAA Conference. They will host quarterfinal on Wednesday in Charlottetown versus the winner of UNB-SJ and Crandall in the play-in game. That goes tomorrow. Tommies will await their semifinal opponent. That will be a game here next Friday evening. Mount St. Vincent University Mystics. Congratulations, Coach Forward, for leading your troops again to first place in the conference. they now have secured home court throughout the playoffs. So we know the road to the championship here in the ACAA Women's goes through Mount St. Vincent University in Halifax. Someone's going to have to beat them on home court to get them out. Tough task. Stay right with it on this stream as we have the grad ceremony for the Tommies. Tommy women grads are Besselink and Maddie Owens. Not the way they wanted to end their collegiate careers. I believe we're going to have 3 grads on the men's side. It'll be Alman Dervisevich, Jeffrey Lavoie, and Ian Waters will be the grads on the men's side. We'll stay here for the ceremony. Probably can't hear it through the PA announcement here. However, we'll see the players presented for those watching at home. Sophie receiving a presentation here. Didn't catch that over the PA myself in terms of what that is. Sophie, according to the info I have, is not one of the 2 grads here for the Tommies. That could be a scholarship or something like that for Vanessa Sophie, some kind of award. Certainly touching speech read. And now Coach Connors will come to the mic. Classy move here by the Hurricanes to stay on the court for this presentation as well. And now the seniors From the women's team, Mary Besselink first off. Only 1 year on the court here for Besselink in the Tommy's jersey. Of course, joined last year in the COVID year. Besselink has a U Sports bronze with University of Ottawa to her credit out of Kingston. It's a nice speech from Coach Connors and a presentation from Coach Ray Compass. And now Coach Connors with some photos with Mary Besselink. Nice photo of Besselink in action. A game ball and some flowers. And now a fifth-year senior, Maddie Owens, be the next subject for Coach Connors. Owens is all smiles. She joins Fred. She will also receive a great photo from her Tommy career. I believe that one's against MSVU. Had a quick peek at those earlier. A game ball and flowers as well from Coach Compass. Owens, the leading Tommy on the score sheet coming into this one, 15.2 a game. That'll take a hit because she didn't have anything close to that in this one. In fact, not even entirely sure she got on the score sheet. It's the type of game it was for the St. Thomas Tommies. Stay here for this senior presentation for Maddie Owens, and then we'll have the Tommy men senior presentation as well. Always bittersweet, I'm sure, for the players and the coaches to get to this point. Proud of all they've done and all they will do in their future lives. Now Emily Owens sneaks in for a photo as well. Owens, of course, Maddie's sister. And I would almost bet you that Coach John Hickey will not be, he'll be short and sweet, I would think, with his men's team with the big game coming up. Won't want to pump up the tires too much on his seniors. Will nonetheless want to recognize them. Coach Hickey recognizing one of last year's grads, Jordan Underhill. He's going to get a Tommy's jersey. Alman Dervisevic being recognized here by Coach Connors. Hug there from family. Coach Hickey saying Alman is the best passer he has ever coached. Coach Hickey saying to Al, proud of him, want him back, expect him back. Visit the Tommy program here, whatever his future may hold, wherever he may go. Al, the leader of this Tommy's team, leads the league in assists per game, does Dervisevic. Jeff Lavoie, the graduate out of Ottawa, Nicole Secondaire Bernice Deloge. Lavoie has been absolutely on fire down the stretch for the Tommies after a bit of a stinker on the road at Crandall. Foul trouble and told me he forgot how to play. The 3 games since then, he has been absolutely nails and money. Great Tommy's career. Coach Hickey lauding the work ethic of Jeffrey Lavoie. Shout out to the Lavoie family, wherever they may be watching from. Sounds like there at the end that there might be a chance that Lavoie is back next year. Didn't quite catch what Coach Hickey said. I think he said there was a chance he could come back. I believe he's only in his third year of eligibility. Ted Braden. Shout out to Braden family, wherever they may be watching from. Ted's mom here on court with him. Braden, the defensive stopper. Braden only in his second year of eligibility. Of course, he is doing the grad work in atmospheric physics through UNB, as well as taking the class load at St. Thomas. So I believe he defends the thesis. It's a tough word. Sometime this spring, will Ted Braden. And Coach Hickey again saying, hoping you're back next year, but again, depends on what the future holds for Ted Braden, being recognized here in the senior ceremony. And now the last and final Hurricane will be Ian Waters. Coach Hickey just gave the get down here to the Waters family to come down and see Ian, to be part of the ceremony. Flowers and platitudes all around for the players. Coach Hickey actually a little more verbose than I expected. Ian Waters, who's fought back from a high ankle sprain, suffered here early in opening game action against the Mount Allison Mounties way back in October. Seems like it was years ago, but it's only months. Got to return to action here. Close out the season for the Tommies. Ian out of Miramichi in Miramichi Valley. Started his ACAA career, I believe, at UNBSJ. Mentioned in previous times on this broadcast, these Tommy teams train with Derek Wilson, and they're often over in the gym that I attend, Derek's facility on the north side. They roll in usually about 7 o'clock in the morning, about an hour after I do. I'm just about done my penance when they're coming in. Ian Waters, one of the leaders of that, as is Alman. They show up, ready to work. Hold their teammates accountable. And again, Coach Hickey says, hope you'll be back with us next year. Waters, in his 4th year of eligibility, would have 1 remaining. So that'll do it for the grad ceremony here for the St. Thomas Tommies. Men's action coming up next will be the men's game. Tommies and Hurricanes. First place was on the line. Tommies need to win by 14 in order to secure first place in the conference. Already guaranteed the bye. We're going to take about 20 minutes, switch over to the other stream for the men's game, and we'll be back. Thanks for tuning in, fans. I'm Bill Gibson here from the Lady Beaverbrook Gym in Fredericton.